The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be fine? The best is yet to come, it's the 9 at 9.
Oh, number 9. Did you know that you can milk a cucumber? Did I? Milking the cucumber actually gets rid of the bitterness, leaving the cucumber with a fresh, clean taste. Cajun chef Ted Bork explains.
How do you milk a cucumber? Well, look, I'm the man, chef. Follow me. I'll show you how to milk that sucker.
All right.
Okay.
Cut it like that. And you grab it. And this is called milking.
Look at this.
See that coming off of there?
It's been a little rough.
See that milk? What that's doing,
Yeah.
that's taking the bitterness out of your cucumber. Then you just slice that little piece off.
Oh, boy.
It doesn't have to be thick. That's it. Now the bitterness is gone. You can peel your cucumber and enjoy it, Shaq. Hot dang.
All right.
I'll tell you, if anybody knows how to milk a cucumber, it's Ted Bork. I've been saying that for years.
Yeah, you have.
So basically, here's how it works. Cucumbers have a compound that makes them bitter, and it's usually concentrated at the ends. Some bitterness is also in the skin, so peel them if you want to get rid of that.
Well. All right,
Good to
chef.
know.
I love it.
You got a new accent for your
I gotta
repertoire.
try that out, chef.
Number 8, let's talk about the history of the iconic Hollywood sign. The sign was originally installed in 1923 as a billboard for a real estate development called Hollywoodland. It took 60 days to put it together and cost around $21,000. The sign eventually changed owners and was nearly taken down in the 1930s. Over time, some of the letters fell down, and by 1949, the sign was refurbished. The suffix land was removed to simply say Hollywood. You can hike right up to the sign to get a closer look.
Number 7 from the wild and wacky world of sports is underwater hockey. This is a game that's surprisingly popular around the world. The most recent world championship and teams from 17 different countries and 5 continents started in England in 1954. The rules are basically the same as floor hockey. The players wear a snorkel and a mask, but there's no hard contact allowed. The great thing, another name for the game is Octopush.
Look, I don't want to brag, but and on the road with Robin back in the 90s, I did play underwater hockey.
You did?
Video of me playing underwater hockey.
Wait a second, you went underwater? I thought
did.
you were against underwater.
No, I did. Well, that was the early days when you had to do everything.
What'd you wear? Did you wear like a scuba suit? Did you wear a wetsuit?
I've got to find the video, and
Let's find the video.
Maybe I'll find that for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm just picturing you with a snorkel mask on and wet hair,
I will find that.
blowing water everywhere.
You have a little treat to look forward to, just for you, Patrick. All right, number 6, believe it or not, there was a time when a trip to McDonald's was like a trip to an amusement park.
Oh, yeah.
In the 70s and 80s, even into the 90s, kids got to take train rides, go on merry-go-rounds. Look at the play places there.
Yeah.
They could climb in the jungle gyms with the Hamburglar on top, or Grimace watching over them. Or look at, Mayor McCheese, or what was the Big Mac guy? You climb in the jail, or the Big Mac guy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Remember, what was it, the mayor?
Mayor McCheese?
No, the Big Mac, what was that
Grimace?
guy? No, that picture right there.
I think his name was Big Mac. He was the cop.
Oh, that was his name.
I
Mac,
think his name was Big Mac.
Ah, yeah, good times.
Oh, yeah.
All right, number 5. This week in 1957, the U.S. Surgeon General linked lung cancer to smoking, but America didn't really listen, and the tobacco industry said the statistics were wrong. That's why in 1964 we have this great commercial, Granny and Jed from the Beverly Hillbillies enjoying a good smoke.
What you doing, Granny?
Making myself a new pipe.
Oh, I got something here you want to cotton to. That banker fella gave them to me.
What's that?
Winston cigarettes. Try one, Granny. They's first rate.
If you say they're really good.
Best smoking you ever had.
By thunder, Jed, that is good smoking.
Now try it this way, Granny.
Tastes even better.
He tell me these Winstons is the best tasting cigarette you can get.
I may put away my corn cob. That's saying a heap for 'em.
You know, Granny, there just ain't no way of saying how good a Winston is. You gotta smoke one to find out.
Well, I can say this. Winston tastes mighty good.
Like a cigarette should.
That is awful.
Yeah. It's worth noting they were in their 40s.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
You should try her accent too in one of your.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't
Get the list. Getting a long list.
We
Yeah.
should do a list of all
All the accents I can't
But
do.
we come up with the list and we give you
Yeah.
the ones to
that's
do.
a good one.
Yeah. All right, number 4, Free the Toes. That's the story
I'm
behind Barefoot
not even
sneakers.
doing this.
They're having a moment again. The minimalistic design is popular with runners and athletes. Running scientists say the shoes can help strengthen the feet muscle, making your body stronger and less prone to injury. Most barefoot shoes are designed to keep your feet cushioned and stable during training. They have flexible soles. They can twist and bend and move with the natural movement of your feet. These types of shoes are best used for walking, hiking, urban trekking, and cycling.
Go, Lair. Get ahead of that next surgery with the toe shoes.
Number 3, when life imitates art. More than 100 people were trapped for several hours inside Agatha Christie's home. Agatha Christie was a famous mystery writer. Her house in the English countryside is popular with tourists. But those tourists couldn't have predicted bad weather and severe storms. High winds knocked down a tree near the property, leaving everyone trapped in the home. The situation was oddly similar to one of Christie's famous novels, and then there were none.
Oh, that's a creepy one.
In the book, 10 strangers get invited to a remote mansion, then members of the party are mysteriously killed off, and the group realizes there is a killer in their midst. In this case, no one was hurt or injured. Instead, they had tea and snacks until crews arrived to remove the tree.
How long ago did that happen, Larry?
That right there?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't say.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's recent, but
It's kind of a big detail to leave out of a story, you know?
it sure is.
Yeah.
I'll try to do better tomorrow.
Oh, geez.
Because the when is usually the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
question in the when, where, how, why thing, right?
Unless our producer was absent that day in journalism school.
Yeah.
by
No,
then,
they're
so
just,
you
you
never
know, it's not about that. It's about the
Yeah.
Agatha Christie
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So, all right, number
All right.
2, we have another explanation for the origin of a weird phrase, burning the candle at both ends. We use it these days to describe someone who's working too hard or too late every day. But the origin of this phrase doesn't come from candles in the way it might seem. In the 1600s, candles were really expensive and necessary item in every household. And neighbors back then might gossip that a husband wasted too much of his family's money by saying he's really burning the candle. And when both the husband and the wife were unwise about how they spent their money, people would say they burned the candle at both ends. So it's really about being wasteful, not about overworking.
Got it.
All right, number 1, the great Bob Uecker is 89 years
Oh,
old
my
and
gosh.
still doing games on the radio for the Milwaukee Brewers. He looks great. I just saw him in a commercial recently. It's his 53rd year as a Brewers announcer, and he is one of the best.
Yeah.
Back in 2003, he gave a funny speech when he received the Ford Frick Award, bestowed annually by the Baseball Hall of Fame to a broadcaster. Here's a little snippet.
I did not have a lot of ability as a kid. My dad wanted me to have everything that everybody else had. I think the first thing that he ever bought me was a football. And I was very young, and he didn't know a lot about it. He came from the old country. And I mean, we tried to pass it and throw it and kick it, and we couldn't do it, and it was very discouraging for him and for me. And we almost quit. And finally, we had a nice enough neighbor came over and put some air in it. And what a difference. My first sport was 8th grade basketball. And my dad didn't want to buy me the supporter, Johnny, to do the job. So my mother made me one. Out of a flour sack.
Man, how many of these guys?
And the
have
tough
gone
thing
right
about
there?
that is you put that baby on, you whip it out of your bag in the gym, and all the guys are looking at it, and you start the game, and the guy guarding you knows exactly where you're going because little specks of flour keep dropping out. And then right down the front it says Pillsbury's best. I signed a very modest $3,000 bonus with the Braves in Milwaukee, which I'm sure a lot of you know. And my old man didn't have that kind of money to put out. But the Braves took it.
It's funny. Oh, God. It's a 9 at 9.
It's the 9 at 9.